And hold on to the handrail, YouTube. The Jiggle Mover is now departing for the next video.
Our next stop is the Lehigh Valley in eastern Pennsylvania, roughly defined as the area within Lehigh County and Northampton County, Pennsylvania. The region is centered around the Allentown, Bethlehem, Easton metropolitan area, and is home to several important destinations, such as Dorney Amusement and Water Park, the Crayola Crayon Experience, Lafayette College and Lehigh University, the 165-mile Delaware and Lehigh Recreational Trail, the Lehigh and Keystone Model Railroad Club, and last but not least, Steel Stacks, a cultural center that has repurposed the abandoned buildings of the former Bethlehem Steel plant. Among the attractions here is the National Museum of Industrial History, a Smithsonian affiliate. History is my jam, so it was inevitable I would visit. But when I did, I was determined to do so on public transit. But before I continue, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell if you want to see more videos like this. Now on with the video. The day started at the North Branch train station on the New Jersey Transit Raritan Valley line. I'm here to catch the 8:24 to Highbridge, the first westbound Raritan Valley line train of the day that goes west of Raritan. Once on board the train, the rural nature of this part of the line becomes apparent, illustrating how far the train has traveled from New York. I got off the train at Annandale, which, despite being in the suburbs, is far from a complete car sewer. Right next to the station is the Village Green apartment complex. Beyond this, within a 15-minute walk from the station, there are many walkable neighborhood streets, a few restaurants, and even a small grocery store. Annandale Village is also a 10-minute bike ride to Clinton Village, a walkable old town with an historical main street with some lovely shops and an old mill. In between Annandale and Clinton is the Clinton Park and Ride, located just off of Interstate 78, where I will catch my ride to Bethlehem, so I'd better get walking. And here we are at the bus station. My ride to Bethlehem was on TransBridge lines, a private bus company which operates 2 intercity bus routes originating in New York City and ending in Pennsylvania. Today, I'm taking the route which connects New York City to various places in the Lehigh Valley, including downtown Easton, Bethlehem, Allentown, the Lehigh Valley International Airport, and where I'm getting off today, the Wind Creek Casino, which is right next to Steel Stacks. I also wanted to point out that my tickets were ridiculously cheap, just $4 one way. They're more expensive if you're going to Manhattan. Before I get on the bus, I thought I'd give you a quick glimpse of the bus station. While a basic affair, it does have a staffed ticket window, though unfortunately the inside space is only open during weekday commuter hours, meaning at all other times a rider only has this open-air canopy while they wait for their bus, though there is a McDonald's and Dunkin' Donuts right next door. About 20 minutes later, my bus showed up. After the driver scanned my ticket on my phone, I got on board and was shocked to find that the bus was almost full. Yet another demonstration of the importance of frequent all-day service. This is the schedule. Since there were only single seats available, I had to sit next to someone else, and we immediately struck up a conversation. Eventually, the bus driver even joined in.
It'll be from 4 to 10, 11 years old, and there'll be a bunch of them, and they'll come up to you to tourists. They'll come up to you with a newspaper or a map and distract you while the other little ones are over here in your bag and they're quick with it. And then they take off running and they'll go different ways you can't catch up to them. So they'll tell you to watch out for them.
This really highlights an unappreciated benefit of transit. You just tend to meet more people. After crossing into Pennsylvania, we made a few stops before Bethlehem, including at the spiffy new bus terminal at Easton, opened in 2015.
And then I went in and got my own order. And then the rest of the time that I was there, every single day I was there. I'll stick to the chicken and fish. Thank you.
10:50, so only 4 minutes late. Nice. Once I got off the bus at the Wind Creek Casino, the museum was only about a half hour away on foot, so I just walked. Fortunately, my route did not take me onto any stroads or into the path of any high-speed traffic. I just had to navigate my way through some barren parking lots. As I arrive at the museum, you can see a small orange locomotive sitting out front. On certain Sundays, the museum actually has opportunities for ordinary people to drive it. So if you are a train fan and you are ever in Bethlehem, I highly recommend coming here. You can find the details on this flyer and the museum's website. Unfortunately, I came on a weekday, so I missed out. I didn't film any of the museum itself so that it didn't clutter my experience. But I just wanted to go on the record that the museum does a fantastic job of telling the story of industry in the Lehigh Valley and the US in general, with lots of artifacts, dioramas, and interactive exhibits. So I recommend if you have a chance. A few hours later, it was time to go back home on the TransBridge bus. But because not all buses stop at Wind Creek Casino, I would be picking it up at the Bethlehem Transportation Center, which is in downtown Bethlehem, north of the Lehigh River. I could have walked, but I wanted to try out the local transit agency, LANta. It was quite convenient since both of the region's enhanced bus routes, the green and blue lines, stop right next to the museum before making their way straight downtown to the transit center. Tip for anyone who rides LANta: you can pay your fare on your phone using an app called Token Transit. Once I got off, I had some time to look around the bus station, and I have thoughts. The negatives first. It kind of stinks that the bus station is shoehorned into the side of all places, the city's main parking garage, which is a real insult to transit riders, and just gives the place kind of a dingy vibe. What's funny is that there's a far better place for the bus station just a block away on Broad Street, which has cafes, restaurants, and stores where people could buy food while waiting for their bus. I also want to bring fault to a lack of full-length canopy to keep people dry from the rain, or any digital next bus arrival screens. That being said, kudos to having those really cool wayfinding pillars, for having an indoor waiting room with information, vending machines, and for this really cool mural. Anyway, after taking the bus back to Clinton and walking back to the train, I arrived safe and sound at North Branch, rounding off another great day on transit.
This is the last stop for the Jago Mover today. Before leaving, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so I can provide you with more videos like this.